Hello, welcome to Vlogmas day 24. Yeah, now that I've set up my camera, it's decided to do this. It's typical. I have to just like move forward a bit. I don't know why. Anyway, it's Christmas Eve, obviously. It's Saturday morning. It's 9:45, so I need to like push on a bit. I've been up since 8, even though I've like barely had any sleep. I just wasn't in the mood yesterday. I went into town. I've had my hair cut, which is actually shorter than I thought it was yesterday. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's a bit big. Then just all the walking and all the like having to avoid the fact that all the pickpockets were out yesterday. It was really empty when I got in the morning. At like 10 a.m. it was like empty. It was fantastic. Managed to get straight in and get my hair, and then there was like a really big queue after that, so I'm glad I did go in early. And yeah, so I've done shopping. I need to get it wrapped, so I've got to go out again today and get wrapping paper. So I don't know, I've had a late night anyway. I was just ended up feeling a bit tearful yesterday evening. Yeah, so still not in the Christmas mood, just feeling really knocked off actually. Yeah, anyway, I've got stuff, and I want to throw it in the post, which I know probably sounds a bit far-fetched because we all know that we're on strike today. And there is part of me that's like, thought, oh, if it doesn't get collected from the post office, they might be done over because it's like 4 days empty and nobody around here celebrates Christmas. You see, I've got to walk that way to drop it off, but there will literally there'll be no Christmas anything that way because everybody lives that way is Muslim. there's no Christmas stuff there. So then I've got to go all the way over to the Asda, which also doesn't really do Christian religions. They certainly don't do Easter because Easter is in conjunction with like Ramadan, so you always they put more Ramadan orientated stuff out than they do Easter eggs. There's usually just a small section on one of the ends for Easter eggs here. Very weird living here. I start to wonder whether I am in England sometimes. Maybe that's why I'm just not in the mood, because I'm literally not surrounded by anything Christmassy. So, things I have 3 pairs of chinos. So this one's going to America, so I've already dealt with that one. That one was 25, and these are like 22 and 20 pounds, and I think one of them I shouldn't have accepted 20 pounds for, but you know, it's done. I just kind of wanted to make sure that I did have some like money coming in. That was the other thing you see about going Christmas shopping yesterday, is that the moment I bought something for my husband, I just got a message from my credit card company saying, "Why are you doing this? You have 10% of your credit limit left." And I was just thinking, well, yeah, but I need my credit card to live. So that hasn't like really impressed me. I just feel pretty useless. I feel pretty useless. I'm like one of these people who just thinks I've never really like got myself in a position where I'm stable enough to have a child, and so now Christmas doesn't really mean anything because I don't have a kid, and that, but everything just seems like I'm sure a lot of people feel like this, but nobody talks about it. So anyway, other things that I've sold this jumper. Why is the sun not doing this? Right, so this is a jumper. This is Zara pussy bow thing. It's had loads of interest, but nobody ever wants to buy it. It's only been on for £17.99. That sold for £12. That was an offer that somebody sent me. I thought, blow it. And then this is another one here where somebody sent me an offer actually 2 days ago. They've only just managed to cough up with the money, which is a very summery t-shirt. They sent me an offer of £12, so I took that. Paul Smith. And then this has gone on auction. This has been here since Doomsday. Cha-ching! It is jewels, but it looks like a very weird label for jewels. So yeah, that's gone for £5, but I couldn't give a damn because it's been going round and round and round. So obviously it's like the chinos are the things which are like keeping me going. But apparently it was £100 yesterday. I don't know how all that's come up to £100. I think it's just taking into account all of the postage that the person in America has sent. Is there anything more misleading about eBay? Right, so my intention is to go to the post office, get this dropped off sharpish. I want the tracking number anyway for the United States one. I don't want this kicking around because I would hope that we're going to have a decent amount of stuff. But obviously I'll have come back from my parents and then I'll have to do it on Wednesday. You know, but Wednesday will technically be a normal day. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. But I do need to go and get wrapping paper. So I'm probably going to B&M and getting wrapping paper. And I should have just got it yesterday because where I was yesterday was all like been reduced to £1. But it was also raining and I didn't want a big stick of wrapping paper just annoying me in my bag and just making me into like a walking Dalek. So I didn't get that because I did walk yesterday. And my legs are killing me from doing that because I'm so out of shape. Anyway, yeah, that's my goal. Obviously I've got wrapping up to do. I might just start a jigsaw. I haven't done my filing. It is still piled up here. Obviously it's Christmas Eve, so I just need to down tools. I think we're going to have a little bit of a pamper day, to be honest. Me and my husband. Because he's not exactly like, he's not the most masculine man, but that's like a nice thing sometimes. So I think that's what we're probably going to do. Otherwise, I'll end up like being all tearful again. You know what, there's a random box that's been left here. I think this is my husband's left me this for packaging. But yeah, I need to put that somewhere. See, I want to do tidying, I want to do hoovering. It may well be that I'll end up doing tidying, but it may, part of me just feels like going back to bed because I have only had like 3 or 4 hours sleep. I'm just not, I am not Christmassy and I'm barely human at the moment. You're going to have to forgive the heavy breathing because that's what this mic does. Yeah, that's actually my street. So I'm now walking back. I still have the post. Now, obviously, I wouldn't have got up at 8 in the morning on Christmas Eve and a Saturday if I thought the post office was going to be closed. But it was. I screenshotted their opening times. They're supposed to be open until midday today. So they've obviously had like some kind of emergency or just decided bollocks to it. So I'm just going to go get the wrapping paper and go back. At least this is like pulled and done and it's less hassle now for Wednesday. You know, because it may well look like breezing back Wednesday morning. I don't know. It depends how Christmassy it is at my parents'. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird because I'm going on my own because Jason's just, he's not well. Right. So, anyway, B&M, and I think I'll probably get Christmas scratch cards. There's got to be a reason to be dragging my ass out of bed. light, so it must be like just gone 3-ish. So I have cleaned everything. I have hoovered through the entire apartment and mopped. I think I could probably do with like doing sinks and things, but below that I'm going to stop now because it's clean. I've even done behind the back of the TV. I've dusted the TV and all the appliances and dealt with that. My husband's done the windows because he felt guilty, which he didn't need to do with his back because it's supposed to be getting better. So yeah, that's me done. And now we've realised that we don't have any cooking foil because there was various tubes in the cupboard, they're all baking paper. So for some reason we've got 3 things of baking paper, greaseproof paper, and no foil. Only like the smallest amount. So that's no good going into Christmas. It's like one of those things as well that it's always in your eye line when you go in shops. And now we don't have any. But we're not having a turkey. It'll go in the baking tray. What we've got, it's lamb. That's what Jason wanted. Anyway, so I thought I might. Well, I said I feel better for the fact that things are cleaned, and I know that it's like I've cleaned everything in here. The mannequins are in here because I wanted to do behind the TV without busting the mannequins flying with my arse, which I normally do, which is why I've put things in here. So it's not the best. I keep making sales today, so now I'm going to be adding stuff to my piles. So now the quest, this is what I have to do now, which Ziggy's very excited about, which is why Ziggy's here. So today, well, for the rest of Christmas, we've got all of these to do. So these have been like mounting up. So I have 6 jigsaws to do. So I mean, these are the 15,000 ones, which are the better ones for me to do. And I mean, obviously some of these have probably got pieces missing just to annoy me. And then I can list these as I go. So the question is which one to do first. So this one is called Golf. Golf? Didn't look like golf, it just looked like generally park. So a lot of these are the Jan van Hasteren ones, which are, they tend to sell quite well. So the 15,000 one I should be able to get 20 for. I have got another wastage. So that's only 1,000. So, and obviously they're a bit of a pain in the ass because you don't know what the picture is. Another 15,000 one there. This one's actually one of the older style boxes, but they don't get any more money than any of the others. What's this called? The Wasgage Express. Yeah, so another 15,000 Jan Van there. So I mean, obviously this is worth getting them off. I can get like 15 to 20 for them. So Highland Games, that one's called. That one's quite a decent box. 1,000 piece one there. I've only paid like £1 for all of these. Ignore that 250. I know that I didn't. I know I paid £1.99 for this because this was in a different area, and I hadn't seen a Jan van Hasteren for ages. So this was like the first one I got before I got all of these. Yeah, Cattle Market. I've seen other people having that one. I've never had that one. Another 1,000 on that. This one has been sat here for a while. This was like one of the only ones that I hadn't done. So those are the 1,000 ones, and then another 1,500. I've never quite, when people write this on Hit Complete, I never believe it. They're so similar, a lot of these, in the humour that they have. So this has got multiple prices on it, but I know that I've only paid £1 for this, but then this one is very well worn and has obviously been done to death. So I suspect that this may well be have a piece missing, because when it's got multiple charity shop prices and neither of them are the ones one that I bought it from. Yeah, that's may well have pieces missing. So I have 3 1500s. I'm probably going to start with the 1500s first, because they're more likely to sell, and then they can like stop taking room up. These jigsaws were all in there, and then I just sort of like thought, yeah, I'm going to move all that, and then I can start working on everything. So that is my quest. I think I might start on this one, because this one, I'm tempted to do that one actually. Yeah, I think I'll do that one. Although I was sort of looking at that and thinking the box was quite clean. It probably means that there's less likelihood of pieces missing. I think I'll actually go with this one. And my reasoning is because these ones in these style boxes, these sell really fast. And I need to pull up my old template, because I think I've got the year of manufacture for these, because I think this was when WH Smith was in its like heyday and it was like quite popular, and I'm sure I've got the year of manufacture somewhere for this. It's definitely 1990s, if not 80s. It might be 1986 actually. So I'm probably going to do that first, because I think there's still the listing, the old listing might still be hanging around. Don't know. I might be just talking nonsense, because I can't remember the last time I did a Jan Van jigsaw. Right, so that is my goal. That's going to be Christmas for me, doing 6 jigsaws. Obviously I've got a random job interview in the middle of it, and I'm going down to my parents, so you know that sort of like stands in the way as well a bit, but never mind. I'm going to start on the jigsaw. Then we're having food. We've got some meat in. That's how we discovered we didn't have any foil. I know there's still time to go out and get foil, but you know, it sounds a bit like that bloody Waitress's song, doesn't it? Oh, guess what I forgot. No, we can manage without that. It's just, it's only a cheat, isn't it, to keep your baking trays clean. Just clean them straight away. Yeah, anyway, that's me done. And now the guys are going to do, what are you going to do? Nothing. Yeah, we're going to do nothing. We're going to fold this video up and say thank you for watching. Happy Christmas. Happy Vlogmas. Happy Frogmas. Yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry I didn't get a video yesterday. My Vlogmas videos have very much been work orientated, not Christmas at all. Just me going through the motions. Very much like not in the mood for Christmas. And it's a strange one. And I really do need to like sort out my headspace. Yeah, it's weird, because I'm going for this shop job. I was just reading a book, because I'd mocked myself into the bedroom, so I just started reading a book, and I was reading about how what's his name, Newton, who discovered gravity and all this. So Isaac Newton, the greatest mathematician that we'd seen, who discovered, you know, how the world works and all the forces that we have to live by, all the constants, apparently had depression and a nervous breakdown just randomly, like after he discovered all of these things, and then spent the rest of his life just working as an administrator in a civil service job. So it's weird, isn't it, how you can be like fantastic and then things just take a turn and go down a different street. And I think that's quite telling of me going into retail if I end up getting this job. But I don't know. There's something to be said, isn't there, I suppose, for being happy, but I don't know. That's the whole thing. And Christmas just makes you dissect everything in life, because it's Christmas and New Year, and it just makes you dissect crazy things. But I just had a nice message anyway from somebody in America who's received the Wentworth jigsaw that I had, which I sent them, and they were like, oh my god, thank you so much, I didn't expect to get it for Christmas. I've got friends coming round this evening for Christmas and now I don't feel like entertaining them because I want to do the jigsaw. So yeah, there you go. And that's Royal Mail Airmail. So they got their thing on Christmas Eve, and maybe there isn't strikes, but then me going to the post office today was really quite random, but never mind. I now have another 4 things to parcel up anyway. So I've done all right all today, even though I've only been cleaning. So yes, thank you for watching. This has been Vlogmas. Vlogmas won't be just it for me. I'm always on here rambling. So there may well be videos over Christmas. And if there's not, then I'll see you in the new year for more rambling. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me for Vlogmas. And I will see you again soon. So goodbye from me and goodbye from Ziggy. Yeah, man. Happy Christmas. And get blasted. And eat chocks. Chocks is best. And build Lego. Yeah, happy Christmas.